Liverpool saw a point snatched from their grasp right at the end by Harrison Reed's screamer. What a goal it was.
Oh, what a cracker.
But what's also got people talking is Florian Wirtz's goal. Close call for offside, which eventually went Liverpool's way, even though Wirtz quite clearly had a foot in an offside position. After the game, Arne Slot was asked whether they were fortunate to get the goal.
If there's one thing that I never debate, it's offside. Because that is just black or white, in my opinion. But I haven't seen it back, so maybe they draw the line wrong or the moment when they stopped it. But usually you can say, okay, it's yes or no offside. I have much more problems with if it's a penalty, yes or no. Did he hold him, yes or no? Because that is debatable. Usually offside is not debatable. It's offside or it's not offside. So yeah. I do debate referee decisions a lot, but offside, I usually accept what the decision is.
Joining us now is the former Premier League ref, Chris Foy. Morning, Chris.
Morning, Chris.
Morning, boys. You okay?
Yeah, good. I mean, I saw, by the way, when that goal was disallowed, Arne Slot was just showing, says, it's close, but he said offside. Now, he said there, offside decisions are black or white.
I'll take it.
But they aren't any longer, quite clearly, Chris. What the heck is going on?
Gee whiz, I've been sent more lines this morning than there is at Euston Station. I think we've had a look at the cuts of the grass. I think what people don't understand, Jeff, is there is a tolerance, a 5 centimetre tolerance, which in effect is the width of the green line, and it's not new. This has been in effect since season 2020, season 2021, and we're 200 Premier League games into this season now, and I can only remember one other one where we had a discussion on this, and it was the Newcastle-Manchester City game. So we have the tolerance and we have the technology.
But Chris, isn't it right to say there is no tolerance level in Europe? There you are. It is black and white. You are offside or you're not offside. Why have we got a tolerance level in this country? If you looked at the penalty spot there, look at the player's feet in line with the penalty spot, he was clearly offside. It didn't need lines to be drawn. You could see quite clearly he was offside. Even the player said he was offside.
Yeah, well, Ray will tell you don't trust the players.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
No, I mean, when you look at Europe, they work to a much finer tolerance. And of course, with VAR in their games, they have a chip in the ball as well. But this is the Premier League, as I said, that 5 centimetre tolerance. And as I said, it's not new. 2020, 2021 season, it's just not happened very often. And people are looking at it now and we're a little bit surprised. But we are where we are. And what I say is, trust the technology and trust the process.
Chris, I've just got to ask you, how do you feel with the quality of the refereeing at the moment around, if you looked at other countries and I always look at big tournaments, it always seems to run smoothly. No one's really talking about decisions. But how do you see it in the Premier League at the moment? We got good quality?
Yeah, we have. I mean, crikey, English football this time of the year, it's non-stop, isn't it? We go again tomorrow night, don't we? And we've got a full programme on Wednesday and we've got all over the Christmas period. You look at the amount of games and it's a time of year that I used to love refereeing. I think referees now are under more scrutiny than they've ever been. Everybody's got an opinion, everybody's got a smartphone, everybody's taking a picture. But if you look at recent tournaments, the FIFA Club World Cup, we had 2 refereeing teams there from England. We had 2 at the last World Cup, and hopefully we'll have 2 at the next World Cup. But the Premier League is a goldfish bowl, isn't it? It's global, it's massive. Everybody's got an opinion. Everybody takes a photograph. Everybody's got an avenue on social media to talk about refereeing. I was at the Everton-Brentford game yesterday, and I was, you just look at it, and I look at some decisions the referee makes that are quite clearly right, and people are disputing them. So you think to yourself, sometimes, it's not an easy job.
Yeah, and I get that. And Chris, I would just say to you, when you say trust the technology, decisions like the one at Craven Cottage will make people trust the technology even less than they do at the moment. Look, let's move on to another one, shall we? We mentioned this a little bit earlier on. This is Bournemouth against Arsenal. Chris Kavanagh blows the full-time whistle just as the ball is about to be launched into the Arsenal box. Now, it's just something you don't see happen.
It's an interesting one, isn't it? I watched this game, and on 90 minutes, Bournemouth got a free kick. And the goalkeeper, Petrovic, seemed to take an eternity with this free kick. And I was thinking, you need to get it forward. But the board went up for 6 minutes, which it did. And when the ball's played into the area, it's cleared. And then the referee blows the final whistle. Well, it was in excess of 90 plus 6 minutes. And what people need to understand as well is that in the game, the clock is on the scoreboard and it's ticking, and everybody can see how the time is elapsing from that. I mean...
But generally speaking, in that situation, a referee would allow the ball to go back into the box before he blew the whistle, wouldn't he?
Well, the ball did come in the box, and it was cleared out the box. I mean, we can't play next goal winner. I think he played 20 seconds over anyway. And the referee acts as timekeeper. Yeah, I understand people's frustration, but let's be honest. If Bournemouth had scored and it was gone beyond 90 plus 6, I'll tell you what, it wouldn't be you asking the questions now, yeah. Ray'd be out for me, wouldn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. I see weekend, Chris. Look, when you see things like Hull against Watford called up 15 minutes before kickoff, and is that totally the referee's decision? Would it have to be in consultation with the teams, or can you be overruled by a sort of stadium supervisor?
It's a three-way thing, really, Jeff. I mean, you've obviously got the ground safety people. You have the police commander who are there as well, and the referee, and it's a three-way. Of looking at it. I mean, the top and bottom of it is, even sometimes if the pitch is playable, what if it's not safe outside? What if it's not safe inside on the terraces where people are sitting, if it's frosty and people are slipping? It's a really difficult situation to get yourself involved in. I used to hate doing pitch inspections because of the pressure. If a team's having a fantastic season, they want to play, and a team isn't, they don't. But you've got to judge it on what you see on the day. And the weather's obviously played its part over the last few days. And if any game's postponed, quite clearly people do get frustrated.
Mm-hmm. What's the latest you ever called a game off, Chris?
I actually called a game off, Jeff, and put it back on in an FA Cup replay at Southend against Chelsea. The fog came in and it was live on TV, and I called it off. And I was in the changing room chatting to the police commander, and my phone buzzed in my pocket. And I went outside in the grounds and said, when the tide turns, it takes the fog with it. So we played it.
Oh, wow. It was all right, Chris? Yeah. All good? Did you see the ball?
It was. I never got near the ball, me. I was never near the ball.
Yeah. Love it. Chris, thanks very much indeed.
Cheers, Chris.
No worries, guys. Have a great week.
Cheers, mate. Not everybody's convinced about that, the Liverpool goal being allowed. Sean says, never heard of the 5 centimetre rule. That's absolutely nonsense. I've seen players given offside for a toenail before. It's just a poor excuse. A toenail or an armpit, Sean, yeah?
Yeah, no, you do, yeah. If you're leaning that way, it's just slightly off, they usually give it, don't they? So, look, I mean, Chris is saying it's been there since, 2020? So the rule's been there, but I didn't know the rule was there, to be honest with you.
Trust the technology in the process. I mean, I do generally think things like this means that people are less...
But you'll take it. You'll take it if you're Liverpool. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, well, of course you will, but not if you're Fulham.
I know, you get a bit of an advantage there. Yeah. You take it.
Anyway, brilliant to hear from Chris Foy there, and telling us that has been around for a number of years now.